Hey YouTube, this is Robinats1 here, and I'm here to review Gotham episode 2. So in this episode, kids are being kidnapped by a woman and a man, who have access to a drug that Arkham Asylum used to give to their patients. We see that Selina Kyle is one of these people, whilst meanwhile we see Bruce Wayne starting to test himself in a way that and act. He's sort of testing himself and acting more towards the Batman character. Oswald Cobblepot begin his journey, and a lot more. We are sort of seeing the beginnings of maybe some kind of war between Falcone and Fish. So this episode I felt was good, but still a little weak in my opinion. There's just something about this story and about the last two episodes that I just sort of said, this feels, there's something here and there's something interesting that's going on, but some of the acting feels really, really weak in my opinion. The two main villains in this story were, the acting was pretty terrible. I think more from the woman in general. The female villain was, the female villain's acting wasn't really good. Wasn't good. I didn't like her. And the other villain sort of faded into the background. So the villains were really weak. Selina Kyle was actually pretty interesting. We sort of see shades of the Catwoman persona. And she doesn't like to use Selina Kyle. She likes to be called Cat, which is a little on the nose. The actress who plays Selina Kyle, I think, will be almost as good as Bruce Wayne for this series. And I really hope we get to see some interaction between Selina Kyle and Bruce Wayne. I personally felt that that Selina Kyle was really good. She has the movements of Catwoman down, and especially for such a young actress, she moves to the equivalent of the comic book Catwoman. The stuff going on with Cobblepot was interesting. I felt that Cobblepot is easily going to become one of the most fleshed out villains of this story. And we're beginning to see shades of the Penguin even now. So I was really impressed with him. Again, he did get pushed to the side this episode, but there are no rush to sort of flesh the Penguin out in any way. I also like the fact that the Penguin is starting from the very, very bottom. Because having read a lot of Batman stories and a lot of Batman stories recently, in Gotham, unless you're one one of the children of Gotham. In Gotham, the only way a person can build themselves up is from the very, very bottom. And I sort of like that idea because it reflects on the ideology of Gotham itself. The stuff with Fish and Falcone was interesting. I found that Jaden Pinkett Smith, the acting wasn't good either. Her character just felt very overdramatic when she did that scream. Now, I like Jaden Pinkett Smith in The Matrix. She is probably perhaps one of my favourite characters. I'm hoping that she's gonna get some more to do other than being who the police goes to. I really want to see this character be developed more. So Bruce Wayne himself. Bruce Wayne is a very, very good actor. He and Selina do a really, really good job, which is why I want those two to sort of connect more on screen together, because they were just really, really good. What I liked about Bruce Wayne, and we are starting to see shades of Bruce Wayne, shades of Batman in there. And we also see him cope with, and we also see sort of an interaction between Alfred and Bruce Wayne, and how Alfred's reaction to Bruce hurting himself brings a side of Alfred that forces him to apologize for. So I do think maybe Alfred might have some military background, which could be very, very interesting. So a good episode, wasn't perfect. I think the show has to do a lot now to impress me. Because it's got one more episode to properly impress me. And then Gotham, for me, Gotham as a story will be something that I will begin to question its validity. It was the same. It was the same for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In the first season, because that first half was sometimes quite difficult to watch. But I believe Gotham has real potential. I'm just hoping that the show can sort of find its roots and sort of give us a good, interesting tale and interesting story. But I do think the problem is Gotham is interesting when Batman is there. And I think they're going to find it very, very difficult to build a series here. Also, as just a side note, we do see a build-up of maybe a bigger universe outside Gotham. We get a reference to Aquaman in this story, and possibly a reference to Green Arrow, apparently. So, yeah, so I think that's interesting. So I'm Robin, that's one here, and I shall see you all later for another Gotham review. Bye.